Welcome to
Keenan
and Meg
and
the Gospel Love Ring.
And now, here are your hosts, Keenan Holiday and Megan Cheatham.
Good Friday morning, everyone. It is I, Constance, with my boyfriend, Garrett. Sorry for my voice. I have a cold. Babe, you want to greet everyone?
This is the almighty Garrett, aka, as some of you may have followed my channel, Technology, Gaming, and More. You might remember my channel. You might remember that channel.
Yes, I remember that. In this video, Garrett is going to talk about how he lost his hearing and what he has. So, babe, you want to go ahead and start?
And not only that, but I'm also going to talk about kind of what I've gone through in my life, because I think that way everybody knows a lot of the things that have happened. That way you guys are aware as to what happened. So that's just a little bit of a cold. As we said, she has a cold, but that's not going to get in the way of anything.
No, go ahead.
But anyways, so when I was born as a child, I was actually premature. So I was born premature. Actually, me and my sister were.
Yeah.
My sister which I didn't know this, Constance, but her and I are actually twins.
Oh, yeah.
Her and I are twins, so we have the birthday like on the same day.
Yeah.
But anyways, I have had surgeries on my eyes my entire life. So I was born blind, so I know what blindness is. But anyways, the thing is that I've had my lenses removed. My retinas were actually detached. They did reattach themselves, but moral of the story is I've just had so many surgeries my entire life on my eyes. I've had MRIs done. Well, not a lot of MRIs, but EEGs because I have a history of seizures.
Yes, he does.
We will get to that.
Yes.
But anyways, long story short, I had like a little bit of a seizure in first grade, and I had an MRI done. They found a dermoid tumor. Now, no, it was not cancerous. It was a cyst. So, like I said, it wasn't cancerous. That's a good thing. But it did have to be removed. Long story short, it was fine. I had EEGs done. I had it done. It did say that I had a seizure. In third grade, I had a second one done. Everything that I've had were seizures. And then about 3 years later, this is back in 2015, I had an MRI done. That tumor grew. It grew. And sure enough, I had to get it removed. I had surgery. Get this. I had surgery December 30th of 2015, okay? And what they had to do was they had to cut the skull open to get to the access to the tumor. They do that. And from there, they kind of had to move with the nerves. So they messed with the 7th and 8th nerve. Those control your facial movement and your hearing. Well, after they took that piece out, they left part of it in there because they don't want to do any more damage. What happened was the 7th nerve was I think it was the 7th nerve that was damaged. The 8th nerve was stretched, so it didn't actually retract. Now, what happened is they put these plates and these titanium screws inside, so that's what happened. Oh, and before we continue this, to backtrack as well, another thing I had done in my eyes was a glaucoma valve, and I also had calcium removal filled up twice in my eyes. Now, back to the biggest surgery of all. They put titanium screws in to kind of seal it up, close it up. There's still a little bit of an incision. They put a tube in to kind of drain the fluids out. But anyways, surgery was about 5-6 hours. I woke up, and I was just in excruciating pain that day. I couldn't move. I couldn't walk. My speech was off. My lips, my face was just weak. My hearing was completely gone. And that was the last day I ever had hearing in my left ear. Or actually, well, the 29th was the last full day I had hearing in both ears. The 30th was the last few hours before I had the surgery that I had hearing in my left ear. Ever since that, it's been, oh gosh, let's see, almost 8 years. Almost been 8 years. It's already been 7 years without it. And it's just crazy because all I've really... Actually, no, hang on a sec. No, it's been almost 8. Because, seriously. Oh, I'm sorry, almost 9 years. My bad. Because December 30th of 2015, now we're in 2024, almost 9 years without my hearing loss. So here's the thing. A lot of people say, oh, just spin your head to travel and everything. Well, there is one issue with that. The problem is I have really bad mobility skills now. I used to have really good skills, but because I lost the hearing, I don't have that anymore, which is a really, really, really bad thing out there. And I really don't. And like, I keep telling them, I have really bad hearing. I can't hear out of my left ear. They're like, oh, you need to listen, just use that right ear. You can't do that all the time. And the problem is that because of that left ear, it's really slowed me down a lot. It's really slowed me down a lot. So like, if I'm going somewhere, or if I usually do like hand-to-hand assistance, like sighted guide or whatever.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's really slowed me down a ton.
And if you guys watch Joy Ross's videos, she talks about blindness on her channel.
Which, blindness I've had all my life. That,
Speak.
that I really don't.
Messages. Elapsed stack. 6 minutes ago. Gemini. Support group for our dear loving system. 1 video conferencing. 1 unread. Back button. Javier Michelle. Unread. Okay, I will do that. 11 o'clock. Back video conference in progress. Speech off.
Like, I've lost a lot of my skills. I've lost a lot of my localization. Excuse me.
He lost a lot of things, and you know what? Is blindness gonna stop him from living his life? No. Is blindness gonna stop me from living my life? No, because guess what? God created us like this.
And you know, I actually like being blind. And I've liked it all my life. But the hearing is not going to stop me either. But the reason why I want to get it back is because I want to be able to hear things better. Because lately, honestly, you probably noticed this too, that it's been hard to hear. As you notice, when others have been trying to talk to me, as you notice, it's been really hard for me to hear.
You told me about that before.
It's been really hard to hear.
Yeah.
Because my right ear is fine. My left ear, though, completely gone. Like, no hearing whatsoever at all.
Recording 2. Heading.
Yeah.
That's how bad.
25.
That's how bad it is. And they put titanium screws in there to seal it. Which now my facial movement motion has come back, but I still have a little bit where I can't move my lips too well, like all the way.
Yeah.
I just light nose palsy, but not a lot anymore. But I was just, like, even constantly back me up on this. That I was just
Miserable.
Like in the hospital. I was just miserable.
You know, not only me and Garrett are together, but I'm his virtual caregiver.
Yep, it's true because, and this is why. Another thing that I'm also going to mention is that I actually had asthma. So anything that, so based on what has happened over the 2 years, too, is my asthma has pretty much not been well controlled because the insurance decided it was a good idea to not cover my inhalers and stuff. They had to prove that the one didn't work. And ever since I got back on the one that did work, it hasn't been controlled ever since. I got a new inhaler. That still hasn't really worked. I I still had chest tightness, and I have an appointment this next Thursday, so
Yes.
I do have an appointment about that. But here's the worst part that you guys need to know about. You guys remember I said that I mentioned I have a seizure? I mentioned that I have a seizure.
Microphone
Well,
active. Button. Alert. Microphone active. Button.
2017 was my very
Stand alert.
first
You passed. Alert.
grand
Microphone
mal
active.
seizure.
11:21 a.m.
If you
Button.
don't know what that is, basically what it is a seizure where your muscles will stiffen up and your body basically starts to shake.
Yeah.
Like crazy. I'm not just saying little shaking. I'm talking like violent. You're shaking violently, mind you. Like
It's
you're like
scary.
like you're talking like it's like you're probably just like you're just shaking like nonstop. Which, believe it or not, I actually recorded one when I wasn't even trying.
Yeah, I actually have that.
And the groaning, when you hear that little groan that you get, is actually when you're going into it. And let me tell you, some people, like, and then in 2021, I had one again at school. I dislocated my shoulder. I was able to get that popped back in, everything. It didn't, that time everything was good, but...
Which, praise God for that.
And then in June or July of 2021 at the training center, I had another seizure. So 2 in the same year. But that one, like I said, that one, I basically hit my head right on the table, like the edge of it, kind of like on the desk.
Ouch.
Right in the Kalamazoo room. So anyways, I hit my head and it left a really big cut right inside it on the right side.
Ouch.
Yes. So you know what they had to do?
What?
They had to put staples. They put 3 staples in my head. Which wasn't pleasant, but at the same time it didn't hurt too bad after. But it did hurt when taking them out. Because you gotta use specific tools, mind you. You gotta use specific tools, as you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, moral of the story, after that, in the next year, February 2022, actually, funny thing, this is actually on President's Day, the 21st of February. And I was recording once, and what happened was, when I did, I was just doing something on my computer like normally, and as you heard me do. I was doing something important. I was just doing something like I was going to put some sound schemes on my secondary computer, as you know. And sure enough, when I did it, when I was doing it, I opened Skype on it, and then sure enough, I started feeling dizzy, thinking, okay, maybe I'm just tired. Sure enough, that's when I had a seizure. Now, my seizures, and constantly would tell you all about it.
It was bad. I'm not gonna lie, I almost started crying because so my ex-fiance Richard, he has seizures, but he had 8 grandma seizures. Now Garrett's, it's really, really like bad.
At least mine, here's the thing with mine are like a minute, and then you'll know when I'm coming out of it because of that breathing, the little slow breathing and everything.
Yeah, and you were trying to spit out something, like I heard.
No, I wasn't actually spitting anything out. I was kind of trying to catch my breath, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
And relax. Because when you come out of them, your muscles are trying to relax. That's why people do that breathing, as you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I did that. Now, I didn't notice it, but I heard it in recording. And I was sleeping it only recorded for half an hour, but most of the time I'm sleeping for like a good 45 minutes to an hour. And thank gosh I was on the floor on my side when this happened. That's actually what you want to do. You probably didn't know this, but you want to have them you want to be on your side because it gives that user, that person, the ability to still have some air if they need to breathe and stuff.
Yeah.
When you lay on your side, you get more air. Foaming in the mouth, that's normal too, as you probably know. Foaming in the mouth.
Guys,
Anyway.
and I'm not gonna lie, like, Garrett, as a boyfriend, like, I need him because, you know, what happens if he has a seizure with me on FaceTime? You know, I don't know what's gonna happen with him.
Because, mind you, they can happen and I don't even feel dizzy, you know that?
Yeah.
I can have them and not even know it.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing that I learned. Now, the reason why we don't call 911, which that's usually the right thing to do, but we haven't when my mom's there, is because usually when I get out of them, I'm usually fine. Like, once I wake up, I'm usually fine after a little bit.
Yeah.
I can usually remember things, but back pain, that's one of the things that happens.
Yeah.
One of the things is back pain, but I do have medication for it that does control it, has controlled it pretty well, but here's where things got really worse. 2023, last year.
Yep.
January 4th.
When me and Garrett started talking in March.
Well, this is where it came in. So this is when I worked at Big Lots. You might remember when I did, right?
Yeah.
To work at Big Lots?
Uh-huh.
This is where I came in. So I got dressed, I got ready for the day, right?
Yep.
I was just laying down because, okay, I had some time to kill, just to chill and everything, right?
Yeah.
And I was on Joseph's Team Talk server.
Uh-huh.
I was on the Team Talk server because I was going to talk to him and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, I started feeling dizzy. I was thinking, okay, maybe I'm tired. Maybe I just need to go to sleep.
The internet
So I fall asleep.
Oh, hush.
So what I did is I fell asleep. Sure enough, I fell asleep like normally. I didn't know I had a seizure or anything. But I woke up. My arm was just killing me. I couldn't lift it or anything. And Constance can tell you exactly what I did. Right there.
Yep.
Constance can tell you exactly what I did.
Yeah.
I called my mom right on my device immediately. I call her right on my device immediately and tell her what happened. And she comes home. I get my sister down there. I go up and get my sister down here. Sure enough, let me tell you, I could have called, because when we went to the hospital, it was an 8-hour wait at one, and that was like maybe only an hour at the other. But what I could have done, which could have saved the time, was dialed an ambulance. I could have done that.
Yeah.
Which that's what I would do now if I'm injured and stuff. I would tell them if that happens again, I could literally either me dial an ambulance or even you could too, because
Yeah.
let me tell you, mine is just bad. And then this time though, I stayed in the hospital for 2 nights. But get this. This time, not only was my shoulder dislocated, but the bone was fractured. Constance, you might remember when I had it. You might remember when I fell in a sling.
Yeah.
Because I had it for a couple months. I couldn't do things with my right hand. I only had my left hand to deal with.
Yeah.
Which is difficult. But there was one person, I don't know who it was, but this was a Skype group. They were like, oh, because I told them, listen, my shoulder hurts. I can't use that right hand. The only time my mom was in there with me, making sure that was good when I was taking a shower. I still took a shower myself, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
All she did was just, she only helped me wash certain parts, the certain parts of my body and stuff. That's it. That's all she did. Other than that, I did everything else.
Yeah.
But get this. One of the people out there, I don't know who it was, but I'm not going to really name names, but someone actually said, oh, you can't even take a shower by yourself? I'm like, what?
Okay, yeah, that's not nice.
Because
See, that just pissed me off right there. Sorry.
Seriously, my arm was in a sling. I couldn't use that arm. yes, I can do things for myself. Thank gosh my arm is healed. I can do things for myself. At that point, I kind of couldn't because that right arm had to be immobilized. I was not allowed to use it for a few days.
Yeah.
But now I actually have my strength back and it doesn't hurt anymore. It's completely healed.
Yeah.
Now I have to use both hands again like I'm able to.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The thing is that people like to, you probably didn't notice, there are people out there that like to laugh or judge others.
Check your email, babe.
Alright, I'll do that. I'm gonna do that once I get back to my room after I drink my coffee.
Because Javier sent you something, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, this is what Garrett has to deal with on a day-to-day basis. And as his girlfriend, we've been together a week now. And as his girlfriend / virtual caregiver, sorry guys, I'm like, anyway, as his, huh?
I was saying, then you're coughing, that's why.
Yeah. As his girlfriend / virtual caregiver, I have to make sure that, number one, he does not have a seizure or an attack. 2, he takes his meds and brushes his teeth. And number 3, I make sure that, my phone is always open for him.
Right. Now, yes, which by the way, and it's a good thing too, not only do you do that, but it's also a good thing too, I remember myself, which is also because I have reminders set on my device too for my medicine, which is a good thing too. And not only that, but here's the thing that I want people to know is that if you ever hear a reporting of a seizure, don't immediately think it's funny, because I can guarantee you it's not.
You're not only going to get some worship content from this channel, but you're also going to see how Garrett and I do day-to-day things. Like, even though we're at our mom's house and our moms are at work, we do stuff independently.
Because I can really get up and walk, as you heard, I can get up and move around like no problem.
Yeah.
And not only that, but I could, even Austin's going to be able to join and stuff. Because I think he should have the right to have access too.
Yeah.
Austin should join us. I think Austin should join us too.
Yes, babe. Yeah, and also what y'all just witnessed, me and Garrett read each other's minds.
Yes. I've always been a mind reader ever since I was younger.
Yeah. Same. But
and mind you, I actually had remember when, which by the way, speaking of meds, which I'm gonna take that after I finish drinking and stuff. Which is a good thing I'm gonna do. Luckily I remember.
yeah, and also Garrett not only has reminders, but he has me too as his virtual caregiver. Which I'm happy his mom is happy about that.
Yes.
His mom is also happy for us as well. And same with my mom.
And my mom absolutely loves talking to me.
Yep, my mom loves him. And I'm sure his mom will love me.
Mm-hmm. In fact, not only that, but get this. I remember the day when you went to work, I told your mom she loved it. She even asked what I was doing. I was like, oh, I'm just hanging out, nothing going on really.
Yeah.
Told her how I'm going to. Which, by the way, in another note, I actually got admitted into college.
Yes! Garrett is going to college completely blind on his own, which I'm so proud of him. He's going to be studying computer assistant technology.
Computer systems and information technology.
Yeah, computer assistant information technology.
Just have to get some things worked out, but...
Yes, he got accepted this morning, which... Luckily, good thing I was sitting at home today, and I let the staff know I called off of work. But yes, I saw the letter he got this morning through text. I'm so proud of him. I couldn't be more happier.
what I did is I selected the text from the email and I copied it to the clipboard. And
Yes! And we sent it to our group. And shout out to people who are in our group, such as Daniel and Isabella. We really appreciate you guys' compliments for him.
Yes. And also, not only that, but luckily I've been having issues logging into my school account. But the good news is I did contact student services. Hopefully they get back to me today. If not today, hopefully Monday.
Yes.
That's the goal. Because the goal is I do want to get set up. I do want to get that going. That way, check those emails and stuff. Whatever needs to be done, I can get it out of the way.
Now, once Garrett starts college, you won't be able to hear from him a lot because he has a lot of schoolwork to do. So you mainly will hear from me, Megan, and Keenan, and everybody else. Shout out to Keenan and Meg.
Now, Austin, I will say Austin too. He's amazing as well. You may not hear a lot from him, but I will say though he may not be active all the time. But I will say he's actually one of the most amazing
friends that we know. He's also a virtual caregiver for Garrett as well, not just me.
And it's a good thing. It's a good thing I have him on. It's a good thing I always have him on all the time.
Yeah, same with me. We both have each other on all the time, and not only on drop-in but on FaceTime as well.
And it's a good thing too. Like I said, when you and I are hanging out, it's a good thing I have him on because we all three can hang out. So. And
guys, check up on your loved ones. Make sure that they're okay. Don't leave them behind, because there's times where before Garrett and I started dating, I've always wanted to hide, but now that Garrett and I are together, he's teaching me a lot of things, and I'm so grateful for that.
And I even said, remember, and like I said, and I told her too, if you need to talk, even when we were just friends, remember I was even teaching you, if you need to talk, just come to us.
Yep.
And sure enough, when you felt like hiding, you came to us, and we kind of helped you out there.
Yeah.
Shout out goes to not just Austin, Nosco, my 11th, who I've known for 11 years.
Yep. And he's in college right now as well, so.
We don't hear from him, but he is a great, which by the way, his channel is called Blind Master Productions, which we'll put a link in the description.
Yep.
I can get a link for that and send it to you.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you'll put that in there because he does editing for us too.
Yes. And not only that, but let me say this now.
Low power battery. You have 10% battery. Dismiss button. Selected. Close button. Stop button. Close button. Close. 27. 45. Stop button.
All right, we're gonna finish this up because my battery is at 10% battery. Go ahead.
To kind of say this, like I said, for some people who I've been through stress, I just want to put that out there that constantly backing up on this one that I have been through way more through my life. Everything.
He's been through hell and back.
Asthma, my brain surgeries, my eye.
Messages. Collapsed stack. 10 minutes ago. Nani. I'm sorry to hear that, baby girl. Feel better. I love you. Yes. Expand. Messages. Nani. I'm sorry to hear that, baby girl. Feel better.
Yeah.
I love you. Yes, save it for Monday. 11:28. Back button.
Crazy.
Yeah, I was reading my grandma's message because she texted me. Go ahead.
And I just want everyone to know, one thing to know, never judge someone before you get to know them, and most importantly, never judge a book by its cover. Thanks, Starman, for those quotes.
Yeah, Starman, thank you. I have to start watching him as well.
He's awesome. I'm subscribed to your channel as well. I'm following you on Instagram. You can always hit me up. Darman, you can always hit me up on Instagram no matter what. I'm literally following you on Instagram as we speak.
Yes.
And I'm channels on YouTube.
Not only that, my favorite artist is Chris Tomlin, and I follow him on Instagram as well, so.
I gotta find those people.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. You'll see more of us soon before Garrett starts college.
And even then, I'll even try to film when I can.
Yeah. But anyway, we love y'all and thank y'all so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to not only our channel, but Garrett's channel, Technology, Gaming, and more.
And Austin's channel, Civity
Somebody tech.
Not only that, and Nostrils channel.
Blind Master Productions. Okay, bye guys.